Hey ladies and gents, so welcome to Budget Execute Grow, and today we are tracking our expenses for the month of April. So here are just some of the receipts I done collected, and I'll just be honest with you right now because I already know these right here were unplanned, but I'm being real with myself, but growth. So I hope you ladies and gents are all doing great. I started tracking my expenses when early this year, and I actually like tracking it. So what I do with my receipts is I like to order them from the beginning of the month to the current date. So I'm going to do that real quick. And a quick way to do that, since I collect them all and put them in my wallet, is I go through them all and I circle the date so that when I'm going through it, I can quickly locate the date and arrange them in order. This right here for this expense. Okay. Alright, so I done arranged all of my receipts in order. So now we're going to go through this. So we have, I really like that I got into the habit of tracking my expenses and collecting my receipts, because I also started using the Fetch Rewards app, which I get points for shopping, and with those points I can get gift cards to use at like Amazon or other places that I like to shop at, and I really like the app. And also what I also like about the app is what I also like about the app is if you want to lose your receipt and you need to return something, the app keeps an image of your receipt. So you can use the app to retrieve your receipts whenever you're returning something. A lot of people, they don't get receipts like that. But if you do get your receipts and after you track your expenses, you throw your receipts away, the Fetch app actually tracks them. And I know this because I had purchased some smoke detectors from Walmart that I had to return because they weren't the right ones. And I was just going to get a gift card and be like, oh, no, I don't have the receipt, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, oh, well, because we can only exchange one of them because this and that. And I'm like, you know what, let me try to look for this receipt. So because I know that I use the Fetch app to get my points, I was able to locate the receipt, and I paid $30-something, almost $40 for them smoke detectors. And I'm so happy I found a receipt because I was able to get my money back and go to Lowe's and get the correct ones that I needed. Plus I was able to get a discount because my brother's in the military. So yeah, I did end up spending more money, but that's fine. I was able to get my money back and not have a Walmart gift card. I really didn't want that. If I can get my money back, I definitely should try to. So if you don't have the Fetch app, go ahead and get it. It's FETCH. But yeah. So here I'm just like listing out all of my expenses. And then as you can see at the top, I have 5 boxes right here, and I categorize them based on if they're gas, groceries, restaurants, or just miscellaneous. So I'll go and highlight each category in different colors so I can see what I spent most of my money on. I like doing it this way because it gives me an idea of how I need to budget and what I need to stuff in my envelopes for a particular category. Let me see, did I use the right card for that? Yes. So I'm also planning on moving. I'm calling it a faith move. God has instructed me to relocate. I can't say right now where I'm going to be relocating to, but it's coming, and I'm really excited about moving. And like I said, you guys, none of this has been planned. I'm still getting what I use for this, my capital. I'm still getting used to getting back budgeting. I am a single mother, and to be honest, you guys, when me and my son's father parted ways, I was kind of scared to actually sit down and do my budget because I didn't know if I earned enough to be able to afford my expenses. So I kind of neglected sitting down and doing a budget. I kind of halfway budgeted I did write down my expenses and try to do it, but then I just always had this fear that I wouldn't have enough, and I didn't like the emotions associated with it. But I decided enough was enough, and it was time for a change. I was not going to be living like this no more. I know that I can budget. I know about money, and it was time to actually practice what I preach. I have a lot of friends and family members that come to me about money and about investing and stuff like that. And it's time for me to pour back into myself when I pour into other people. So I'm being intentional about it and giving myself what I need and doing what I need to do to get my finances in order. I believe that when God sees that I'm taking the relationship that I have with him and with my money seriously, he'll be able to bless me abundantly. He has already blessed me. He blesses me every day. He wakes me and my son and my family and my friends up. And he's blessed me beyond measure. So I'm really thankful and grateful for that. As you can see here, there's some items that I use cash for. But lately, I've just been using my credit cards so I can get into the habit of only spending on my cards what I have available and making sure I can pay off that amount that I spent off in full. And also I wanted to start getting back my cash rewards on my cards, because on my Capital One Quicksilver card and my Discover card, which I love those two cards really like a whole lot. I wanted to start back using them while also paying them down at the same time. So is this planned? No, it was not. So yeah, so you'll see here that some of these do have, I use either my debit card or my credit card for. So this I use my debit. But guys and ladies, you guys should really try this, because I saw this on TikTok and I was like, you know what, let me try it. And like I said, I started doing it early this year, and I love writing down these expenses because it really shows me that I'm like spending money almost every day. And it's like a lot of it is unplanned, but I'm learning to face the relationship that I have with money, because I need to. I can't keep doing the same things over and over again, like, and expecting different results. Like, what is that? The definition of insanity? But I can't keep doing that no more. I can't. I refuse to. So I'm tired of just spending without a plan. You know, like, that's not cool. Like I said, I'm a mother. I want all that God has for me. Everything that God has for me, but I can't keep doing the same things over and over again. It's time for a change. Plus, we just never know how much our life can change, like 3 to 6 months from now, when we are being intentional and focusing on the things that we need to change within ourselves, with our money, our personality, in order to grow and blossom into the next level of our lives. So I'm at that point. I'm no longer being scared of the inevitable, and I'm no longer being scared of the inevitable, if I'm saying that right. Dang, that's okay. And yeah, I'm facing all of my fears head on, because I know if I can just overcome the fears that I have, that I would actually end up on top, and I'll actually end up wowing myself, where I just like challenge myself to think different, you know, do things differently. But yeah, so I don't know who this is for, but if you want to get right with your money, y'all, and I've been budgeting for a minute now. It's like I started, then came close to being out of debt, and then got right back in debt. And I got tired of making plans for money I did not have. And that's another thing, guys and ladies. Like, don't make plans for money that is not in your bank account, because you just never know what might happen with that money. I learned that lesson last year. I do have a real estate holding company that I am building, and I'll just be honest, I wasn't, I could have did better with the money management. I had started learning about business credit cards and stuff like that, and I really didn't use that business credit card the way I should have. And to be honest, I really feel like I would actually be making multiple 6 figures right now if I've used those credit cards, the business credit cards and the business lines of credit that I have. Well, not business line of credit, but business credit card that I have to grow my business. I could have been like really further ahead, but I didn't know what I didn't know. Plus, I was involved in a scam. Like, I don't know if y'all remember Grant Bay, but somebody had told me about her, and I also found her on, what was it, YouTube. And I paid like $1,200 for her to get me like a 50 something or either close to $90,000 grant. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get this money. So, I'm going to be good. I can use this money to pay off all my business debt, which really wasn't a whole lot, but it was money that I can use to like pay off my debt. And y'all, like, I was scammed. So I later on found out that like it doesn't cost you anything to apply for grants. It really doesn't. Well, it depends though too sometimes, but majority of the time you can apply for them free of charge. Some of them do require like a donation, but when you apply for grants, they really don't cost you anything. And I noticed because I actually get emailed a grant list for business grants for like new businesses, for mom-owned businesses and stuff like that. And when I look at the criteria, they don't cost anything. The ones that I qualify for, and even the ones I don't qualify for, they don't cost anything. But y'all, be careful out here because people out here scamming. Oh, I gotta fix this. This supposed to be over here. But I have this expense tracker template. I'm gonna put up my website. I'm in the process of putting that together right now to also start selling the templates I create. I love creating templates to just help make my life simpler. I do have I had postpartum depression, and I have like PTSD as well, but like I'm really a really big organization freak. So I like organization, I like structure. I feel like I need it in all different parts of my life to keep myself from not going insane. But yeah, so here I'm gonna just write in the category. So we have groceries, gas, miscellaneous. I put shopping here. Don't mind my handwriting, y'all. Groceries, gas, miscellaneous, shopping. I think those are like the major ones that I actually those are the major ones. So put that there. And then I'm just going to do groceries and green. So Food Lion, y'all love me some Food Lion. Walmart, I'm pretty sure that was for food. I do a lot of shopping, or grocery shopping, and probably because like my appetite be changing all the time, and I don't like eating the same thing over and over again. But since I'm trying to get out of debt and get back in control of my finances, like I need to. Yes, ma'am. All right, so we're gonna do gas and yellow. So gas. Also, y'all, so with gas, something that's really cool that I do is whenever I go get gas, I always fill up at a half a tank. It just costs cheaper. So I budget about $20 to $30 each fill up. So when I go, before I used to let my gas tank get down to E. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But because I travel but I do a lot of driving, I was like, it just makes more sense for me to fill up at a half a tank. So I go to the cheapest gas station in my area, which is the Murphy's by the Walmart near me. And when I used to top off my gas tank, which fill it up to the top at a half a tank, I would record in my phone and my calendar how much it took for a week to fill up my tank. And when I started to track that, I had noticed that it takes about like anywhere from $60 to $70 to fill up my tank for the week when I have my son. And when the weeks that I don't have my son, it's probably about the same depending on how much driving that I do. But a lot of times I'm just home. But so then when I did that, whenever it came down for me to do my budget, I knew how much money I needed each week for gas. And I did, of course, added a couple of extra dollars in there for when gas goes up, because gas fluctuates. But I always go to the same place, and the gas is always cheaper there. All right, so we're gonna do miscellaneous and green. Home Depot. This right here was what did I do it? No, that's for the boxes. That's right. Miscellaneous. Parkside. I took my son to go see the new Super Mario movie, and it was a good movie, but it was the first time we had been to the movie theater in a long time with my son, and he could not sit still. He could not. Shopping is gonna be, I don't think I did any shopping. Let me see. That's what I forgot to add. Restaurants.
Yep, so one of the restaurants in pink. So, ooh, I love eating out. That's why I need to go ahead and inherit and get rich. Not rich, but wealthy. So, I could try all the foods I want to eat. So, it is April 12th. So, of course, we have a couple more days in April. So, I wanted to at least record what I did spend. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to total up the total amount that I spent for the month. And know how to move forward going into the next month as far as how much I need to budget for each category and what I need to cut back on, because I do need to cut back. But I hope this helped. You guys should give this a try. Like I said, I'm working on my website, and if you want a copy of this tracker, it will be available once the website is up and running. I hope y'all having an amazing day. Try this, guys. Try tracking your expenses and stuff like that if you're trying to get a hold of your money. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. See you soon.